Obviously, they're buying their chemtrails from Big Pharma.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a flat earther?
I was actually going to say I highly recommend watching a flat earther video.
Yeah,
like
they're
I watched
entertaining.
one and oh my god.
Wait,
like,
is this world flat?
You don't know.
We don't know.
You've not travelled all around.
So
it.
maybe round earthers. What's the name of this planet?
Good
What's
question.
a planet?
I can never remember how to play once we start. Like every
That's all right.
between
We noticed
like
it.
I just
That's a statement.
how do I play?
Do you have all those like saves written down finally?
Finally. Like passive aggressive way to ask me that.
Last time on Polymorph Self, the battle in the catacombs continued. 2 half-blood Yuan-Ti used entangle spells but failed. Meanwhile, Billicus used wild shape to become Gorillicus to fight the monstrous viper rising from the pit. The viper bit Gorillicus. He flew into a rage and smashed it into pulp. The party went on to win the day. Hjani found a book in the pocket of one of the snake-faced warriors, and it revealed that they were the legendary beings called Yuan-Ti. Oh shit. Spoiler alert for 20 seconds ago in this recap. Finally, they investigated the largest crypt chamber. Here lay Hanna Hallswift, a saint worshipped by the Order of the Silver Ring. They read her story on a mural and opened the stone sarcophagus to find it was empty. All eyes turned back to Cedric March, the cleric who can bring back the dead. Alright. The adventure continues. And I'm also going to include in this a recap of who is in the party for people who are coming to the show, have not been following every week or are new. So we have Seyda, who is a human barbarian level 6, and this is the voice of Seyda.
This is the voice of Seyda, the most relaxed barbarian.
And then we have Billicus, an elven druid, level
5.
Level 5, and this is the voice of Billicus.
Hello. I wonder if my beard makes my voice sound different.
And then we have recently acquired party member Garrick, a dwarven cleric, and this is the voice of Garrick.
This is the voice of Garrick. Garek. Garrick.
And we also have an elven fighter called Hjani, and this is the voice of Hjani.
Hi, I'm Hjani. Welcome to my world.
You stand in the dark underground crypt of Hanna Hallswift, under the headquarters of the Order of the Silver Ring. In front of you, the sarcophagus is open and empty. Also in the chamber is Cedric March, the previously missing cleric with the power to revive the long dead. Currently, he is being carried by Garrick, like a baby. To get here, you battle 2 of the Yuan-Ti half-bloods with humanoid bodies and reptilian heads, and their monstrous viper from deep in the pit. After reading a book found in one of their robes, you learned that there is yet another type of Yuan-Ti that you have not encountered yet, known only as an abomination. On the wall and sarcophagus, you saw a mural and inscription that told the tale of Hanna Hallswift. She was a village girl of 18, trained in combat by a wandering knight, who gave her life defending the village on the eve of her wedding. Her sign is the silver ring she wore, a gift from her mentor, who brought her body to the city as a martyr.
Hey, okay, so we've killed a bunch of snakes, and we killed a bunch of snake men, and we have our cleric, right?
Yes.
He's in good hands. His feet are kind of dragging on the floor.
Are you talking about Cedric,
Yes.
not me?
Well, yeah, we have you too, but, the bounty is Cedric, right?
Is there a bounty?
Is there a bounty?
I don't think that was the thing.
Oh, I thought he was our treasure, because, I didn't see any other treasure in
Are
here
we
yet.
kidnapping him? What are we doing with
I
him?
think we're just taking him up.
We're saving him,
board.
right?
Oh, woe is me, I'm Cedric. I'm coming round a bit now. It's all coming back to me.
No, shh, it's okay.
Oh, wait, Cedric, do you actually remember things? Can you tell us things besides just staring off into the middle distance now?
He stares off to the middle distance and says, "It's all coming back to me. When I was first kidnapped, I was actually taken to an opulent mansion on the outskirts of the city, outside the walls, and held there for a time. That's where I saw the thing."
The thing?
Yes, the thing.
The thing. Oh, I was late on that one. Sorry.
It was at least 8 foot tall, at least 2 feet taller than an average man. It looked like a huge cobra up on its... It didn't have legs, but it was like, reared up like a cobra. But it did have strange muscular arms, and it was grabbing dual scimitars. And its head was just exactly like a snake. It was massive, and it had the power to strike the fear into a man's heart, and oh fuck. This is great timing. We just get started perfectly, and then one person decides to go to bed, you old fucks.
At 7:40
Yeah, should already be in bed.
on a Thursday.
That's why. Is this why we usually
Otherwise,
do
I'm going
it
to go
at
in there and give them the pillow,
That 1950s radio drama moment was amazing.
Yeah, hang on a minute. It looks like a giant cobra, 8 feet high, at least 2 foot higher than the tallest of you guys, not counting you, Garrick, sorry. And it's reared up. It doesn't have legs, but it has 2 muscly arms holding dual scimitars, and it has the power to strike fear into the heart of men.
Is this a real thing or an amazing tattoo?
An abomination.
Yeah, this thing sounds rad. Also, you just smoked Garrick.
Oh, Garrick, I apologize. You're carrying me with great care and attention in a almost parental manner.
I don't strike him. I stroke his hair lovingly.
Oh, I feel more relaxed now.
You were taken to a mansion? If we took you back outside of town, would you recognize it?
No, I don't think so. I was heavily drugged and beaten at the time, but it was some kind of property in the estates just outside of town, and I guess it's a kind of headquarters for these snake people. But the abomination is there. You do not want to go there. Maybe we need to find someone with knowledge of secret society headquarters, perhaps. Oh, I'm getting a headache again.
Oh, right.
Keep stroking my hair.
I keep stroking his hair.
Okay.
I mean, I definitely want to go to this mansion with the giant snake with arms.
That's true. I guess we
Yes.
should figure out where it is.
And I kind of want to be drugged, not beaten.
Well, I don't know. Beaten a little bit.
No.
If we go to this mansion, you will certainly receive both.
Drugs and beatings. Yes. Yes, drugs and beatings.
I think I remember people talking about a bard who knows about all kinds of stuff. Maybe we should go ask that guy. Alex James?
You remember his name is in fact Alex James. You've heard several people talk about him, a bard who hangs out at the docks, talking extensively about the scourge of the secret societies, and yet living.
Yeah, nothing bad ever happened to the docks. Let's go there. All right, let's exit this catacombs.
Really quickly, though, I would like to take a look at the mural and see how old is Hanna? Well, how long ago did she die? As my action, I take a look at the mural.
Okay, Garrick takes a look at the mural. While he's doing that, does anybody else want a quick action? Billicus.
I light up a spliff.
You do that, you take out a spliff and you light it, and as you light it up, you get that flame. The flame puffs a bit when you start, and then you get a really good ember.
Does it look cool?
Yeah.
Nice.
This is you when you pulled one out of your pre-rolls, you pulled out a really nice one, kind of bulging towards the end. I'm just painting a picture for the listeners. It's really good. It was really well rolled.
Drugs aren't cool. You know what is cool? God. My God. We'll talk about this later, Billicus.
Seyda, your action.
I think drugs are cool, but I also think looking down the pit where snakes came out of is cool.
Checking the pit. Hjani.
I guess I'll just thumb through this UNT book a little more. I don't really know what else to do while you guys are all off doing things that weren't the thing that I said I was going to do.
Checking the mural. You wanted to know how old she was, right?
I recall her being 18.
The story says she was 18.
How long did she die?
That's what I told the police.
In detail, the story to you reads like a piece of hagiography, like a kind of a myth about a saint written from a very, very biased point of view. It's lacking in details. It's big on flowery language. The mural shows her in like a white robe with a halo and all this kind of stuff. And it seems like the details of the story are missing from this account. Also missing from this account is any clear indication when this happened in time.
Okay.
That's confirmed now. Hjani, reading the book more, again, you clearly see that the UNT have like 3 levels of society. The UNT pureblood, who look almost human, and just have slightly reptilian features, like off scaly skin, reptilian eyes. And you've met one, Mr. Narjar, who escaped, right?
Yep.
So the book gives you an indication that he's a kind of like brains of the operation type. You fought 2 half-bloods in the corridor who have full-on snake faces, and who we called snake faces. And they, as you noticed, are a very, very big step up in fighting power and abilities. They have some spells, quite a few hit points in the scimitars. Mr. Narja is more of a talker and a regular non-adventurer type. And then also there's the abominations. That's their society, and you also read that the purebloods, the most humanoid-like, tend to be princes and nobles, and they have a whole structure of society based on nobility.
So are the abominations mostly just giant henchmen then?
No, apparently they're the most powerful, and although they don't do any planning, they're kind of top of the chain.
Oh, okay.
They're top of the chain for sure. And the book is giving you an idea that they would certainly be a dangerous and challenging foe if you were to meet one.
I thumbed through for weaknesses.
Okay, and now
Control
and now to Seyda. Seyda, you duck down into the main corridor of the catacomb again, which, as we may or may not remember, is only 5 foot high, and the walls are totally filled in and covered with bones, separated bones from all over the body and skulls. You pass the sort of 2 pairs of facing crypt entrances, and you come back out into the large open hallway, which has the central pit from which the Viper came out of, and in the ceiling has the matching hole going back up to the ground. You peer over, and it is a deep, dark hole.
I use my bullseye lantern, I shine that down the hole.
Oh yeah, your unlit but magically lit bullseye lantern with a light spell.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Yeah, and you see that down below you is a lower hall of the same size. And the DM sees that his new screen setup allows Hjani to see everything he's doing when he reveals the map.
It's okay, I'm not looking.
Okay, Seyda, yeah, it's like an equally sized hall down below with a horrible stench of death rising up.
Guys, there's another hole, but there's a stench of death. Do you want to go down there, or should we just go try and find Alex?
Let's peace out of here. Let's get out.
But there might be treasure.
Let's peace out of here. Let's get out.
All right, let's do that.
Yeah, let's go. All right, do you want to go, Cedric? You're probably pretty tired of this place.
Take me with you, but if I go out into public, maybe I'll be kidnapped again. I'm paranoid. So many secret societies, why do people want me dead? Or to kidnap me?
I suggest you carry him like that out in public as well.
Yeah, we can dress you like a baby, and that will be your disguise for the rest.
We still have a silver mask, probably, right?
Do we still have a silver mask?
I think I never got rid of mine.
The full head animal mask helms.
Yeah, they don't know what it means here.
Yeah, you only lost one of them going through the corridor when you were jamming the portcullis with it.
And I seem to carry everything on me that's not treasure specifically, so...
If anyone has one of those masks written on their sheet, it counts as you still have it. Does anyone have one of the anti-theophanite full head animal mask helmets?
I have my silver pig mask and a fox... gross fox helmet that I vomited into.
So you've got 2.
Oh, no, that gross fox helmet went to Seyda.
Is that the one we lost?
Yeah, that's the one we lost.
Oh, my gross fox helmet.
So can you erase gross fox helmet from your character sheet,
But
please?
yeah, the pig mask. Let's put it on him.
I also have
why
a
are you
beautiful
putting
headscarf.
That smells like a 5,000-year-old toe rag, remember?
Oh, I mean, this is something that's been worn and washed and various other things. I mean, I guess I don't know what you've been doing to it since we've stopped hanging out with you, Billicus, but it shouldn't be thousands of years of gunk anymore.
Bong water.
It's
Oh, yeah.
exactly what it is.
Okay.
Okay, so it has been rinsed and it no longer is full of vomit. The velvet-lined inside of this helmet is now smelled with the smells of the bong water that it has filled it on several occasions. And you place it onto his head, and now all you hear is muffled protests.
There we go. Totally inconspicuous. All right.
Maybe you should hotbox him a little bit. You did light that spliff, didn't you?
Yes, I lift up the mask and I just under there and close it.
Okay, you fill all available space with his full head helmet with pot smoke, and he ceases to make any whimpering noises or complaints and goes to sleep like a baby in your arms, Garrick.
Oh, a little pig baby.
Oh. Could we drop him off at the mansion?
Sure, but do you think he's going to be a little scared waking up at an opulent mansion again?
After being drugged?
We have become the monsters. We have become what we're fighting.
Guys, let's beat him.
And then it's complete. You might go all the way, why not?
Let's give him a light beating. A tempura. He'll be a
Yeah,
tempura.
you can't quit beatings
lightly
cold
battered.
turkey. We have to ease him off the beatings.
That's true. That's true. We're only trying to help.
Okay, you climb out of the lower levels on the rope that you left there and pull it up, and you go back out into the streets at night, inconspicuously. And now, all of those people walking around with the lanterns on the main thoroughfares in the city squares have turned in for the night. You see sleepy guards leaning on their spears. You see the innkeepers dousing the last lanterns and closing the doors. You see wooden shutters going in and the starlight in the sky above you. And you return to your mansion to sleep things off and wake up the next morning, which you do. You wake up the next morning. Cedric is still sleeping like a baby, and you are all in your rooms, and enter the butler. Good morning.
Whose room did Cedric sleep in?
Mine.
Okay.
That
Okay.
goes without saying. I don't know why you asked that.
Hjani, you walk into Garrick's bedroom to get him up, and you see Cedric curled up sleeping like a baby next to him in the bed.
It's not weird, though.
Okay.
You forgot to mention that, DM.
And it's not weird.
There we go.
It doesn't look weird at all.
I'm not speechless because it looks weird.
Okay, so you come down. It's the start of the new day, the new actions, a new part of the mission. All you have to decide before going on is, do you leave Cedric here or take him with you? That's up to you.
Let's leave him here. He's pretty useless.
You don't want to get kidnapped and beat again, do you, Cedric? Oh, you're still sleeping. What did you give him, Billicus?
Pot.
I guess he's just tired from all of the beatings and the kidnappings.
And the drugging.
and
Yeah.
the druggings.
Mr. Butler,
Hello, Mr. Garrick.
make sure this man has...
Have we met?
Yeah, you were just really high when I met you last. Everyone in the city, I guess, just smokes.
That may be true. How can I help you?
Make sure that this man gets one of the finest ferret thyroid glands bats you can have available.
I'll run it right away. Will that be all, or will you be continuing on your adventure?
Can you beat him a little bit?
That's my speciality.
Thank you.
Like, enough, but not too much. Just enough to keep him on the straight and narrow.
I'm not cut out for city life.
That's what butlers do.
I came from the simple plains. I just want to ride ponies and not know about beatings and drugs.
Mr. Billicus, is there anyone else you'd like me to lightly beat while you're away?
No, I think this will suffice. Thank you.
I have many manservants that may offer you a light beating.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, well, goodbye.
Wait.
See ya.
Did we?
Oh, wait, what?
Do we have healing balms that we could grab from here, or some anti-poison?
I'm a healing bomb anti-poison.
You know, just in case we get separated or something.
I think I did get bitten by that snake.
DM note, you now have a druid and a cleric who have healing capabilities. So
Yeah, but
does
we
anyone
went-
have damage? Or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We
went
want
to
good
sleep.
ones.
We did a full night's rest, right?
DM will allow that you could cure each other before you went to sleep.
Okay, cool.
So let's
Nice.
go back to maximum hit points and start the new day. And let's, for potential new listeners, declare it again. Garrick, what's your maximum hit points that you have on any given adventure?
So my total HP is 42.
Billicus,
My total HP is 30.
Seyda,
58.
Hjani.
I'm 35.
And for new listeners, Seyda has a massively large, more amount, because every level she gets up to 12 points added, and other characters may get up to 6, 8, or 10. And we had a string of, in the open, recorded on the pod, genuinely good rolls as well. So.
I'm just awesome.
Exactly. So, it's a new day. Cedric is taken care of. You can be assured he will be beaten regularly, but not too much, and babied in Garrick's bed. And the city has come to life.
I don't like this mansion anymore.
We're very strange.
And you haven't seen Greenstone back here in his mansion for a couple of days either, just to throw that in there.
Yeah.
I've never met him.
Oh, it reminds me of home.
I mean, it was fun beating up his brother.
Wait, did you buy this mansion, or you're renting it, or did you steal it?
I mean, we
don't...
could buy this mansion, but actually we've just been crashing.
Yeah, you're like billionaires or something.
Yeah,
And
but why bother buying a mansion when you could just crash at a Greenstone mansion?
abuse the hospitality of a man whose brother you beat up in a far-off country.
Exactly. What was the point of spanking him if you can't use his mansion? Yes. Anyways. All right, let's go off to the docks. I start heading off to the docks.
You move south through the center of the city, and looking at the map there, which the listeners can't see, the city has a east-west, north-south, perfect cross thoroughfare. 2 roads that intersect.
Ooh.
Like a grid. And you head south because you pass through the squares with the library square, the government buildings, the music college where you were a couple of episodes ago. Then you go through quite a nice neighborhood, and eventually you come out by a sort of hillside, like a curved hillside facing the docks with castle ruins on it. Can you all see that?
Yep.
And a hill with a bronze statue on it called Statue Hill, but the statue is only the feet. It's ancient and has long crumbled and been forgotten about. And this is the site of the original settlement from over 1,000 years ago on this riverbank. Passing through, you cross a bridge into the bustling warehouse and dock area. Even at this time in the morning, it is chock full, and many people guide you and hear about you want to speak to Alex James, and eventually you head over to the east side of the bustling docks area to a place called Dead Man's Row, which, by the way, Billicus is sort of there. Yeah. And it's surrounded, it's like a sort of a triangular open area, a kind of a square, but it's obviously not square. Surrounded by pubs, flea pits, where you can pay 1 copper piece for a week in a hammock in a room with 20 other sailors. Storage spaces, gambling dens, all of the stereotypical, dockside action. This is like the shitty, cheap area of the docks where all the transients just bed down and eat for a few coppers. And in the middle of this square are literal soapboxes, I guess, like wooden crates that have been, except this one they were used for lard.
I was going to say soap or lard.
Lard boxes. Let's call them lard boxes. Crates of lard.
Soap is made of lard.
It is made of lard.
Yeah, that's true. And it's all in a row.
So pre-soap boxes.
Yeah, let's get it right.
Guys, get off your lard boxes.
And there's a row of speakers, and one of them is a portly bard in satin finery with a lute and a hat with a huge long peacock feather in it. He's very, very red in the face. He's not playing any music, doing any poetry. He's kind of ranting at people. And it's like, even at this time in the morning, the docks is rammed. It's crowded. There's the sound of chatter and seagulls and everywhere, and the creaking of boats in the harbour, and the waves splashing into the seawall. And his voice sort of carries over it all, but you can't quite catch what he's saying yet. But you're now just entering this busy morning square in the docks.
There he is.
I would like to hear what this man has to say. I walk over towards him.
Seyda?
I follow Billicus.
I do the same.
Okay.
Same.
You get closer, and he seems to be at the end of a speech, and you hear him saying, "And in conclusion, the whole realm is run by a network of pedophiles controlled by taskmasters from another dimension. Thank you. Stay awake." And then he steps down, and people are bubbling around him and asking him questions.
What questions are they asking?
So you just hear a bubble and a chatter.
Peas and carrots.
He's in demand. No, it's not like it's kind of like peas and carrots. It's more like pedophiles, conspiracy, secret societies, pedophiles, clouds. He's saying something about clouds. You can't really tell what it is yet, though.
I don't know about the pedophiles, but there's definitely guys from other dimensions trying to rule the universe. I want to know a little bit more about what this man is saying. I listen closer.
People are literally asking him for like survival tips on when everything, goes, when the realm falls, when the aliens take over, and when the pedophiles rule the world through seeded clouds of smoke. He starts talking about how the government gives you special tainted blocks of wood to burn in your hearths, and when the smoke rises, it forms clouds, and then those chemicals rain down on the city, keeping everyone docile. And everyone's sort of going, "Yeah, you're so right, you're so right. How can we, how can we protect against it?" And he goes, "You can't. It's magic."
Smoke that makes you docile? That sounds ridiculous. I light up a joint.
Okay, and in this part of town, no one bats an eyelid.
Like, the best way is to just kill the squid monsters. That's how you defeat the evil. Like, you just kill the squids.
When you say that, Seyda, he looks over you and says, "Aha, a fellow true believer. You know what's really going on in this world. Squid people.
Yeah.
Squid pedophiles."
Well, I don't think that... Well, they may have been. They put tiny squids in people's brains, but we killed them, so it's fine.
How can I help you, all of you? You seem like a turned-on bunch. You seem cool.
Oh, I'm cool, all right.
Oh, I'm turned on, all right.
How can we trust you?
Sir, you seem to be a cleric of some kind.
I am.
You know there are many diseases in this world. Why aren't you curing them? What's your plan? What's your reason, sir?
I have been traveling and curing for the past couple years. Do you have a disease?
Well, that's all right then. No, I don't.
I like lean over. You can tell me if you have a disease.
Let's talk later.
Okay.
But I can't do anything except talk loudly.
Okay. Nice.
That's part of my disease.
I've done the soapbox thing before, you know.
Lard box.
Lard box. Sorry.
And who is this? Elf? Fair elf?
That's me, Fair Elf. Hey, I got some questions for you, Alex.
Ah, I'm so famous you know my name. That's great.
Yeah.
We have to get the word out.
Totally gonna happen. Whether I want it to or not. So we have some questions regarding both lizard/snake people.
Of course, they are everywhere. Mm-hmm. They rule everything secretly from behind the scenes.
Oh, do you happen to know where they might be ruling these things from behind the scenes?
Everywhere. The rich, especially.
Oh.
That specific name?
I knew it. You can't trust the rich, you guys. Get rid of your possessions. You guys have way too much crap.
But now I can buy a pony.
But you can't
What do you
really
want to know?
buy
Sorry,
a pony.
let's get back to that. What do you want to know?
Basically,
Hjani?
Well, basically, do you think there's probably some specific mansion out in the outskirts of town where they take, unsuspecting people that they kidnap to go be beaten and drugged?
Of course, beyond the city walls are many mansions and estates of the rich, and castles and keeps and opulent houses where all of the real decisions are made. If you want a specific place, of course, you'll have to tell me a specific secret society. There are over 100, and I would need to know the name.
Oh, the Ring?
The Fellowship of the Ring.
Doesn't sound familiar.
do you know anything about snakes with arms?
No, but it sounds interesting. I'd like to know more.
Oh, well, how about the Order of the Snake? That's a secret society, isn't it?
You mentioned ring. I know an Order of a Silver Ring, and I know a Society of the Snake.
Okay, so what's a Society of the Snake?
That is a secret society full of snakes.
Aha, that makes sense.
And turncoat humans who worship these snakes and prostrate themselves before these snakes and bring them children for all kinds of abuse.
And so I'm guessing the Order of the Ring is an order about a ring.
The Order of the Silver Ring is just some wimpy clerics. They have a catacomb somewhere. They worship some girl story thing I think they made up. I don't know. They are not a secret society. They're just a, no offense, Mr. Garrick, they are some wimpy clerics who some bleeding heart clerics whose well-meaning intentions will end up with all our swords being taken away.
It's alright, they're nerds, we beat them up already. Snakes.
Good. Sorry?
Snakes.
The Society of the Snake, yes. Terrible turncoat humans worshipping snake people. I hear they have many headquarters in the district called Anvil in town is one, and another one is I hear they have an opulent mansion on a hill outside of these walls in the town called Knowsley.
Good, take us to it right now.
Knowsley?
Knowsley, yes.
Take us to it.
Wait a moment. He reaches in his pocket and he unfurls a badly drawn map for himself of what appears to be towns. The DM is finding it out. Towns and villages around the walls. Oh shit, the DM can't find. While the DM looks for this, what is Billicus saying to Garrick in the background of this conversation?
I don't know. Like, I'm kind of a pedophile. Like, I like flowers and trees, and they have petals. Like, do you think I should tell this guy? Because he seems like he's really upset with them.
Well, I think he's talking about something else.
What's he talking about?
Like walking, like pedometer thing that measures walking. Pedophile, someone who likes walking.
People that really like pedals.
Yes. Yeah, people who like pedals, people who like walking.
We all like walking because we've been walking throughout the town this whole time.
I'm back and I've been listening. I knew it all along. You are both pedophiles.
I mean, flowers are cool.
Okay, so
Walking's
looking
cool.
at my map, there are a number of towns here. Let me remember. I can't read my own handwriting.
Do you Knowsley where it is?
Well, there are a few towns. Let me read them out just to amuse Seyda, says DM outside his mouth. I'm looking at these towns here. I've got Kirkdale, Knowsley, Rainhill, Hoylake, Chilwell, Skazebrook, Wrexham, Flint, Preston, Harden, Connors Quay, Shotton, and the Coast Road. That's not a reference to anything.
I take it they're all on the northwest side of town.
They are. This is heading northwest out of the walls.
I like how these are real places, but these sound like something out of my children's storybooks anyways.
That's basically the northwest of England, yeah.
You have a town called Hardon?
Harden. It's Welsh, actually. Well, it's in the realm of the Merchant Kings.
Oh, is that by that Welsh town called...
Yes, and it's also by... DM tries to thread it into the story. My grandparents' actual hometown, says Alex James, is actually called Hetton Le Hole. That's a town name in the northeast of the realm of the Merchant Kings. Anyway,
Truly an amazing people.
now I've looked at this, I've decided it's definitely you have to go north beyond the city walls, and you will see a keep between the fork in the river, and beyond there you will see many estates, and I'm pretty sure it's there between the keep and Knowsley. But for a small price, I could guide you to the edge of the grounds, but I will not go in.
Why will you not go in?
It's too dangerous. I'm but a mere bard, and I'm mere purveyor of information, not of violence.
I mean, I guess we could pay him.
Yeah, how much do you need to be paid?
Well, I'll give you a deal. If we do it under the cover of night, which will mean I won't be seen going there or leaving there, and be much safer, I will only charge you 30 gold pieces.
I wonder if it's in the middle of the day.
Like right now.
Yeah.
If we go in the middle of the day, we will surely be seen from afar and murdered or miss the mark.
Fine. Sure, 30 gold pieces, whatevs.
It's cool, and in the meantime, there will be a cutscene in which it will be implied that you will have spent the whole day talking to me, and afterwards you will be really pleased by it, I guess.
Do we have to spend the whole day talking to this guy?
How about we just find a pub and we go there alone and we'll just come and meet you again at night.
We've got news. Like, you can tell all of your, I guess you call them listeners, about how we've already defeated all of the squid people.
Yeah, but we're on our way to defeat the lizard/snake people.
The squid people are done. You can tell everyone that the squid people are done, and then we're going to take care of the snake people too.
I would like to hear more of these squid people at a later date, so I shall meet you at the north gate of the city.
I'll stay here. I kind of want to listen to what this guy has to say. This guy's saying some rad shit.
Cool. I
Thanks,
guess I'll go
brother.
shopping again.
And we will meet again at last lantern lighting just before they close the gate on the north side, and we will go from there. I will see you anon. Oh, wait, who's going to give me my 30 gold pieces?
Well, I guess I have to go to the bank to get
Does
that,
he take
too.
credit?
Ha, I knew you would say something like that. I take hard gold only. But
I comically turn my pockets inside out.
Yeah, you can bring it to me later at the
Yeah.
gate.
Yeah, shockingly, I don't just carry around 30 gold pieces with me anymore.
And I don't have money.
Do, but I'll give him 10 now, and we can give him...
It's a deposit.
Yeah.
That's a good deal. Okay, cross 10 off your character sheet.
I guess I have to go to the bank then in this time that we have. That's downtime.
And what I want to do, Garrick gets on the next soapbox over.
Garrick
and
talks about himself in the third person.
Yes. Garrick gets on the next soapbox over.
Stop doing that. Say I.
I do that.
I get.
I get on the next soapbox over, and I proselytize even harder than this fool.
Okay, so that's what you've been doing
That's
up
what
until when we flash cut to the evening. What, Billicus is going to hang around and listen to all the speakers?
I'm getting high and just listening to this guy.
Okay, Seyda, what will you do during the soon-to-be-had smash cut to nighttime?
I'm going to wander up and see what's happening with the animal trainers.
Okay, and Hjani, aside from going to the bank?
I guess I'm going to shop around to see if I can find some place that actually sells healing balms.
Okay, so cut to 8 o'clock at night in front of the huge gatehouse. The final lanterns are being lit. When they go out, the gates get closed for the night. Plenty of guards around with lanterns on sticks, running changing of the shift. Hjani turns up with roll 1d8.
Yes. 8!
You manage to find 8 healing balms, which when applied or consumed, both are okay because they're magical, will heal 1d6 points.
Oh my god, I can get hit so hard.
You could go for the beatings in the mansion.
This is the first time I've had this many healing balms when I finally looked for healing balms.
Are you saying healing balls or healing bombs? What are these?
Balms.
Balms.
B-A-L-M-S, but you don't pronounce the L.
We call them healing baps in the north.
Balms.
It's a cream
Yes.
you rub on your body.
A salve, as they would have called it back in
Ah,
the day.
okay, healing salve.
Isn't a BAP
I know
something
that.
kind of like a buddy as well, or?
Oh, what?
Let's keep going. So, Seyda, what were you doing during all this time again?
I went to go see the animal trainers.
You liked it. It was awesome. And you see Alex James chatting to Billicus. They're both spliffed up and chatting about conspiracy theories. And Garrick was...
Garrick was just proselytizing so hard, harder than James over here.
Yeah, you did a really good job, and now you're all back together. I'm Alex James. Okay, hi guys. Are we ready? Look, it is dark.
'Tis.
You leave through the north gate, and you follow a large, wide road which has the last carts of the day bringing in the grain and the goods to the
Alex.
north gate. I'm not Alex, I'm the DM giving a uninterruptible thing he's going to have to start again. But now I'm Alex, what did you want to know?
Is it dark because the sun is going around us, or are we going around the sun?
It is dark because of pedophiles.
That's true.
Hey, are you a pedophile?
No, of course not. I am the city's foremost anti-pedophile campaign.
I want a Izzy lying check.
What is your... Oh my god.
Sense motive.
Sense motive.
I have +2 wisdom.
Okay, roll dice. It's an opposed check. I'll roll for him first. He doesn't get any pluses. 15.
5 + 2 is 7.
You cannot tell if he is a very good liar or if he is not a pedophile. Heading north, along the road at night, you pass the last carts of goods and grains coming in through the north gate. The river splits into two, but it's coming south, so to you it looks like it joins into one. And there is a bridge, and you see a keep overlooking the way to the city. Beyond that, the ground becomes hilly, and you start to see all of these plots of lands with small keeps, forts, and opulent mansions on them. You arrive at the edge of what you assume to be the estate he's bringing you to. In the distance is the dim silhouette of a large mansion, visible for its bright yellow squares where the lantern light spills through the windows. It sits atop a low hill. Between you and the hill are the estate grounds, including a sizable wood. Up ahead is a wide moat stretching away left and right as far as you can see in these conditions. The primitive road continues on to an arched stone bridge crossing the moat into the private lands. Each side of the bridge is lit by bright lanterns on tall poles. They cast pools of orange light where the earth ends and the stone slabs begin. From here, it is hard to see clearly, but the shuffling forms of some kind of person or persons appear to be milling around near the crossing. I'm Alex James. Okay, you guys, across that bridge is the lands of the house which I believe belongs to the Order of the Society of the Snake. Looks like there's still a couple of thugs hanging around to dissuade stragglers. They can't see us from here, but if you get any nearer, I can hear them talking now.
Yeah, they're pretty
in the distance. They are chatty, but they can't see you yet. So time in. Now we're going to actions. Alex James says, thank you for the other 20 gold pieces that you have just given me. Good luck in your mission, and you can always find me in Dead Man's Corner.
Thanks, Alex James.
It was great hanging with you, Billicus. You're cool. You're cool.
Stay woke, Alex James.
Are those two figures shuffling or slithering? Can we tell?
I watch very, very closely.
After a time, you observe their patterns. They are guards of a kind, but they look like hired thugs with poor equipment. They just have cudgels like blackjacks, small bags full of coins or grit. They don't have any uniforms. That's why they look like they're milling around. They're undisciplined, but they do from time to time cross the bridge, stop and come back. They have a routine. Seems to be 3 of them.
Okay, guys, this calls for knife-like precision.
Well, I do agree that we should probably sneak. We kind of just barged into places in the Anvil district, and that didn't go so well for us.
Do you think we could ask them?
That's
We've never
exactly the opposite of what I just said. No, we talked to the 2 cleric people.
Oh yeah, that went okay.
Okay, they are your actions. Garrick, what's your action? They talk.
I look at the moat, and is there a sewer that I can crawl into?
You can't see that, but it is in fact walled off, this moat. It's a man-made canal, and it is about 12 feet wide, which means it would require a skilled jump to get across of great difficulty.
I don't want to get across it. I want to go in the moat.
That's what you see. You do not see any sewers.
Okay.
But you can climb into the moat and swim if you want at any point. Billicus.
I attempt to get as close as I can to them to be able to maybe hear them say something without alerting them.
Okay, to get that close, you would have to make some kind of check, such as hide or move silently.
Looks like I've committed to that. It's dexterity, and it's also dexterity. I choose move silently. I move silently towards them.
What bonus do you have on a move silently check?
+2.
It is dark, the ground is soft, and they are useless thugs of a low level, so you only have to beat the minimum difficulty class of 12 to succeed.
I rolled a 16 plus 2 is 18.
Using some longer grass, some soft marshy ground, and the cover of dark, you easily get close enough to listen to what they're talking about. And here is what one of them says to the other. You know about those chemtrails, right, bro? What they do is they're elves. They sneak in the secret magic wood, and when we burn it, the smoke contains the magic powder. It goes up into the clouds, it rains down, keeps everyone docile. And you know who's behind it all? Intergalactic pedophiles.
Shit, these guys get it.
Elves.
That's what they're talking about. That's what you hear, and they seem thoroughly bored and not paying attention to their guard duty. Looks to you like they're just there to sort of, if anyone mistakenly wandered by or approached, to just look tough and make sure they don't wander in. They're not really guards.
Hired goons.
Yeah. So now let's go another round of action. Back to Seyda and Hjani. Hjani.
I want to sneak past them.
Well, it would be impossible to sneak past them using the bridge, and otherwise you'd have to go over the moat, because it's a narrow... Not narrow, you can fit a cart over it, but it's a well-lit stone bridge, and they're sitting, right at the entrance to it. Apart from that, you'd have to get over the moat somehow, by swimming or by jumping, or by other means.
I suppose I'll just swim.
What's your swim check?
+5.
And what kind of armor do you wear on page 2 of your character?
Mithril.
Can you look on page 2 where the armor is written? There should be a thing called an armor check
Light.
penalty.
Oh, armor check penalty
Is
0.
the one. 0. So you do not incur any penalty to a swim check. Mm-hmm. And your skill is, sorry?
+5.
+5. And you have to just get 15 or more to sneak down into the water and swim over.
Alright, let's try it. 16 + 5. 21.
You slink down into the stagnant green smelly waters and swim to the other side undetected. You pull yourself out and you are now crouching in the long grass near the bridge but on the opposite side. And at this point I want to ask you, are you carrying any important paper documents or things that might be damaged by water?
8 healing bombs.
Well,
They're fine. They're sealed in tins.
I guess that UNT book.
Oh, you were carrying the UNT book, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it is now a sopping wet mess.
Oh, wow.
And all the ink has run. Garrick.
I'm glad I read it.
Was our credit note laminated?
We'll roll for that later.
Oh my god.
Garrick.
Does my spell, Sound Burst, come directly from me, or can I make it appear in other
It
places?
shoots magically in a cone from your fingers or from your direction, yeah.
Garrick Garrick goes underneath
The DM forbids you from talking about yourself in the third person.
I crawl over to the bridge and monkey bar underneath it to the other side.
Oh, that's very cool. Okay, first of all, can you get close enough in the sort of the banks of the canal without being spotted by these people? Their spot skill is... They do not have spot skill, and they do not have any bonus, so they have a 0. So now you have to make a roll, add your dexterity, and they have to beat that. It's an opposed check.
My dexterity
Their spot versus your dexterity.
My dexterity is 0.
Okay, make a roll.
I got 14.
Okay, do they spot you? They roll a 13. You successfully get under the bridge. Now, make a DC 12 strength bonus check to monkey bar under the bridge, holding onto the blocks of stone on the side, like with your fingertips in the cracks as you edge across.
Right.
My
strength is +4.
Oh, okay.
And I get a 6.
+4 is 10.
+4 is 10.
Right, so you start going along with your fingertips, and at one point they slip out, and everyone just hears a kind of plop as a heavy metal armored dwarf plops into the canal. By the way, your arm, what armor do you wear?
I wear breastplate armor type M, which is medium, right?
Medium, yeah, so it's like metal strips with a big metal breastplate. So you just you sink 10 feet to the bottom of the canal almost instantly.